So I've had a number of employees share with me at different times how discouraging it is for them when they're in a meeting and maybe things aren't going as well as everybody would like them to, and where there's maybe some frustrations, and where the boss will make a statement. It is like this: if you guys can't do your job, then I will find somebody who can. And those are dangerous blanket statements to make in a group. Not only is it important to discipline in private or admonish in private or to correct in private and to praise in public. We've talked about the importance of positivity and how it's important to keep positivity above 3 to 1. But here's the thing, we don't want our people to lose hope. If there's a message that they need to understand, and we need to say those things directly to them, not to a group. When we say it to a group, it's probably more reflective of us as a leader. There's a great book called Extreme Ownership. And in that, the authors, Jocko Willink and Leif Babin, say, there are no poor teams or bad teams. There's only bad leaders. And when a team doesn't perform, it's different when an individual doesn't perform because there may be individual issues. But when a team doesn't perform, it's usually a reflection on the leader. And I want to encourage you leaders not to get frustrated with your team. Because if you're getting frustrated with your team, it's probably more a reflection or something that you need to be aware of for yourself. And all you're doing is, in a sense, blaming your team for things that maybe you're not as good at, maybe you're uncomfortable with, maybe you don't have the confidence as the leader. And the best thing you can do there, and this is challenging, this is really hard, but is to be real and vulnerable and let your people know what you're struggling with, because that's when your team gathers around. We bring people around us who have a common goal, a common purpose, a common desire of things that we want to accomplish. And so when things are not going as well, we shouldn't assume that the people don't want it. But there are obstacles, there are challenges, there are things that come in the way, and that's when the team needs to rally together. So I encourage you leaders, rally your people. And when you're frustrated, see that as an indication of something maybe you need to reveal. Just like candor, we need to reveal to others how we're feeling, because how we're feeling is going to be reflected in how we act. And it's worse that we act out and we take it out on our people, and that they become fearful and discouraged and lose hope that they want to work in that kind of environment. You know, so much is like raising children. The way a leader works is a lot like how a parent works. And as we were raising our kids, we always said the most important thing that they always understood is that we love them. Even though we had to correct them, even though we had to discipline them at different times, we never wanted the discipline to overshadow how much we love them. Because in knowing how much we love them, it creates security. And if there's ever a time that they need to know that they belong, it's on a team and when things are tough. So I encourage you leaders today, don't let your frustrations get the better of you. Find somebody who you can talk to. And that's a large part of what I do as a coach. I make myself available and I welcome the leaders that I work with to come and speak with me, to be able to pour out their concerns, their frustrations, their hurts, whatever the things are, with me. And so that I can help to steer them and I can help give them proper perspective, how to channel their emotions appropriately so that they don't take it out on their teams and that their teams get discouraged in the process. So leaders, don't be bosses, be leaders. Intentionally influence your people down the right path. Encourage them. Help them to know that they belong, that they're part of the team, that they're loved. Don't withhold tough love. And I might talk about that tomorrow because it's as important, and that's why we call it tough love. It's still love, even though we have to provide correction. But it's important that your people know how much you care about them, that they feel like they belong, and that they don't start second guessing themselves. And if you do need to have those conversations with them, make them on a one-on-one basis so that you can truly hash through the issues. And during those times, be compassionate, help them understand that your desire is to help them, not to hurt them, but to help them become the best that they can be and a contributor as part of the team.